Hello and welcome to the first Isthmian Premier highlight show of the season, brought to you by iSports Analysis. We've got 3 games for you today, including a team that featured in last season's playoffs. Let's get to the action. Bishop Stortford finished last season on the fringes of the playoff places, hoping to make a push for promotion when they opened their season at home to a Bognor Regis team coming off a campaign which saw them finish 14th in the Isthmian Premier. The warning signs of a difficult afternoon ahead came early for Bognor Regis, as keeper Petter Durin was forced into a save after his poor pass had surrendered possession in his own area. The visitors would respond well, creating their first chance of the match when a shot from outside the area was dragged just wide of the far post. It was all soon to unravel, however, as once again Durin was careless in possession, his poor touch serving the ball on a plate for Luke Callender to sweep home and put Bishop Stortford in front just inside 10 minutes. Bognor Regis' defensive frailties would be a theme throughout the match, Keaton Wood finding his way into the referee's book after a rash challenge on the edge of the box. Bognor Regis were having difficulty in dealing with the long ball, but luckily for their backline, Durin was atoning for his earlier mistakes, showing good reactions to get low and keep out a Johnville Rene strike at the near post, before racing off his line to clear another long ball that his defence had failed to handle. Eventually, however, Bognor Regis would succumb to the second goal, as time and again they failed to clear their lines before Benjamin Warman found Jamie Curitan to smartly finish into the top corner. The third goal would come less than 10 minutes later, and again for Bognor Regis it would be of their own doing. Giving the ball away in their own third, the visitors were immediately set upon, Ryan Charles taking Brené's pass beyond the keeper and slotting home into an empty net. Bishop Stortford kept the pressure on and appeared to have added a fourth when Corinthian powerfully headed home Charles's well-placed cross, but the linesman's flag had already been raised, much to the disbelief of the home crowd. Bishop Stortford appeared to take their foot off the gas as the second half began, content to soak up the pressure that their visitors seemed unable to do anything with, any shots on goal flying harmlessly wide or comfortably into the keeper's arms. Despite having fewer chances than their opponents in the second half, Bishop Stortford still looked the more likely to score, consistently pulling Bognor Regis defenders out of position with their off-the-ball movement, becoming very close on a number of occasions to adding a fourth goal. Nearly scoring from a header at one end, Bognor Regis were lucky not to concede one as two players were left unmarked at the back post, Harringay ultimately heading wide. Bognor Regis were knocking on the door for their consolation, however, finally forcing Frederick Burbridge into a save from Dan Smith's back post header. Smith would play a key role in the ensuing corner, going down under a challenge from Sam Robbins, the referee showing no hesitation in pointing to the spot. Having won the penalty, Smith confidently dispatched it into the bottom corner, earning Bognor Regis the consolation goal that their second half performance had warranted.
Be strong!
Some back-to-the-wall defending kept Bishop Stortford from getting number 4, while at the other end, Bognor Regis were unable to make it too nervy a finish, ending the match at 3-1. A fine result and performance of Bishop Stortford, who begin a hopeful new season with 3 key points in their hunt for promotion. Haringey Borough enter the new season as one of the favourites for promotion, having seen their hopes end in the playoff semi-finals after a third-place finish last season. They opened the new campaign in front of a raucous crowd at home to Corinthian casuals, who ended last season only 6 points clear of the relegation zone. The game got off to an energetic start with chances at both ends. Haringey's Romulua Akinoa firing just wide before Kavat Serbanij finished a strong run at the other end with a powerful albeit off-target effort. Corinthians then enjoyed a spell of pressure with some teasing balls into the box before a Josh Uzan free kick that was comfortably saved by Valeri Pajete.
If I can give you his contact.
Opposite number Daniel Bracken would soon be called into action with a similarly routine stop, catching a Raheem Richards strike that was fired straight at him. Spurred on by vocal home support, Harringay began to assert control over the match, Chiduban Anokwai testing Bracken's ability with a powerful shot on the edge of the area before glancing a header just wide of the post. Haringey continued to play fluid attacking football and should have taken the lead were it not for Anokwai's poor connection on his header in front of goal. Corinthians came out stronger in the second half, Oliver Sitch ending a mazy run by firing just beyond the far post before a free kick was won on the edge of the box. Uzdan's strike seemed destined for the bottom corner, but Pajete was across his line quickly to palm it behind for a corner.
Jeff, get there, Jeff! Can you, Kay? Bozy!
Growing into the half, Haringey finally got their foot on the ball and soon delivered a piece of magic to break the deadlock. Playing the ball calmly out of pressure from the back, Anthony McDonald played a perfect ball over the top for the run of Anokwai, who cleverly lobbed the on-rushing Bracken before tucking into an empty net. Haringey almost added a second in identical fashion, Bracken losing the long ball to Jordan Edwards, who was unable to keep the ball in play once the keeper was beaten.
Outside!
He's on.
Corinthians produced a flurry of chances in search of an equaliser, playing some attractive football in the process, but struggling to beat Pajete, who was largely equal to each shot he faced. The fight would ultimately be futile, ending the season opener with a defeat for the away side. Folkestone Invicta ended last season only 1 point shy of the playoff places, with their opening day opponents Worthing not too far down the table themselves. All eyes were on what could be a big game, even this early in the season, in shaping the playoff picture. Folkestone provided some early pressure, but the first real shot in anger would come at the other end, a long-range Worthing free kick whistling just over the bar. Folkestone then began to come forward, but had trouble breaking down a compact Worthing back line, needing some intricate flicks to provide Scott Hurd with a shot that he should have converted. Folkestone continued where they left off in the second half, and were unlucky to not see a deflected effort find its way into the back of the net. Samuel Hasler was the next to come close to breaking the deadlock, ending his surging run into the Worthing half by dragging his shot just wide of the post. Despite dominating possession, Folkestone almost found themselves behind when a clever touch played in Lloyd Dawes, but Folkestone keeper Tim Roberts did well to close down the angle and keep the scores level. Another golden opportunity followed from a corner, only for Jalen Jones's poked effort to be blocked by the defender on the line. Folkestone would relieve the pressure on the 63rd minute, Gerson dos Santos racing onto a long ball, cleverly wrong-footing the defender and then curling the ball into the far corner with the outside of his boot. With just over 10 minutes remaining and the game still very much in balance, Dos Santos saw a chance at his second, well blocked by a defender. But once again a long ball would be Worthing's undoing, the defender's botched clearance allowing fresh substitute Ira Jackson to fire home and wrap up the opening day victory for Folkestone.
So we're here at the Bilkent Stadium after a 2-0 win over Worthing, the first game of the season. We're here with the first goal scorer, Gerson dos Santos. Gerson, how does it feel to score the first goal of the season?
It was good. It was good. It's always good to just get off and get a goal as a striker. It's just good to score early and set you up nice for the rest of the season.
How do you feel the team played today in general?
I thought we did well. I think the intricate stuff was done really well. I think just the final pass at times was a little loose, but apart from that, I think we gelled quite well for the first game.
And obviously you're up and running now in Invicta colours, so you've got to be looking forward to getting more starting Wednesday night. Yeah,
100%. I've set myself, a goal task, and hopefully I can achieve it. I can achieve my goals, hopefully. So I know the number. As long as I'm there or thereabouts, then I'm happy. Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah.
Let's get my bag.
No
And here we are with number 2 goal scorer, Ira Jackson. Ira, how does it feel to get your first goal of the season today?
It's always good to get it on the first day of the season, get it out of the way, and hopefully get some more.
Looking forward to Wednesday night?
Definitely.
What on the bench? See you there.
On the bench, yeah?
Yeah.
Funny, eh?
So here we are with man of the match Scott Hurd and clean sheet goalkeeper Tim Roberts. Scott, you must be proud to have got man of the match first game of the season.
Yeah, it's always, self-achievements, it's always positive, but, put the team performance first. I think for the first game against a good side, Worthing, to get 3 points is positive in itself, so I'm more chuffed with that than anything.
And Tim, you've got the first clean sheet of your season underway, so you made a few good saves second half. You must be chuffed with that.
Yeah, chuffed with it. I think the defence, first of all, very good. Cut down a number of shots, and when I'm called upon, obviously, I'm going to hopefully be there. And yeah, it's just nice to make a save and then get a goal afterwards. There's nothing worse than you make a save and then they score straight from it. So the boys, yeah, done well today, done well.
And you seem to have lost your voice a bit. Was that having to shout at the lads, or?
Oh, it's just too much banter flying around in the change room. Yeah.
I think the wind as well didn't help. You have to shout a little bit louder, but yeah, other than that.
Don't mind losing my voice as long as we win.
Michael, what was your view on today's performance?
I think we played well today. Worthing are a good side, so it was a hard start for us, but we were always really confident at home. So to get a clean sheet and to win 2-0, we're really, really happy with that. I think we worked hard as a unit. I think Johan epitomised that when he was running back with their left back a few times in the second half. We really wanted to start well, and we got the result that we wanted. So I just think hard work and collective hard work got us over the line.
Kind of been easy conditions out there today with the wind swirling about.
Oh, to be fair, it was really difficult for both sides. So to come away with a clean sheet was brilliant, and got to give Tim some credit because that 0-0 he made a really big save for us. So fair play to him.
Bishop Stortford's early result sees them in second after one game, behind on goal difference after relegated East Thurrock beat newly promoted Cheshunt 4-1. Thanks again to our sponsors. Please check out their links in our description. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.